These 5 espresso machines get glowing reviews, huge hype, and plenty of buyers who later realize they bought the wrong machine for the wrong reason. I saved the most controversial one for last, and it might just be the machine you were about to buy. Let's start with number 5. Number 5. The Smeg ECF01. Let's be honest about why people buy this machine. It's gorgeous. That retro 50s body comes in a bunch of colors and it looks incredible on a counter. But here's the problem. You're paying around $500 and most of that money went into the design, not the espresso. Under that beautiful shell, you're getting a very beginner style setup. Thermoblock heating, small pressurized baskets, limited control, and a steam wand that makes you work for decent milk. Put it next to other machines at the same price and it's not close. If you want a kitchen sculpture that also makes coffee, fine. That's a real reason to buy things. But if you're buying it expecting $500 of espresso, that's where the regret kicks in. You paid for the design, and if this one stings a little, the next one is worse, because it comes from a brand you probably trust. Number 4. The Breville Café Roma. This one hurts because Breville makes some of the best beginner machines you can buy. That's exactly why this machine catches people. Shoppers see the Breville name at a bargain price and assume they're getting the good stuff cheap. They're not. The Café Roma is an old design, so old that Breville has actually discontinued it, but it's still floating around retailers, marketplaces, and used listings, which is exactly where bargain hunters find it. It uses a pressurized dual wall system with limited control. The crema it produces is more foam than flavor, and there's basically no room to grow. The machine, not you, decides what your espresso tastes like. Meanwhile, Breville's newer entry-level machines give beginners a much better path forward. The regret pattern here is the brand halo, a great logo on the wrong machine. Read the model, not the badge. Number 3 takes that idea further, a machine that promises to do everything for you, and that promise is the trap. Number 3. The Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista. On paper, this thing is a miracle. Espresso, cappuccino, and latte at the push of one button, automatic milk frothing, all for close to $200. It's everywhere in the budget espresso aisle because that pitch is irresistible. Cafe drinks, zero learning curve. But here's the fine print, straight from the manufacturer's own instructions. The milk system needs a cleaning cycle after every single use with milk. Everyone. The part you rely on most, the automatic frother, is also the part that demands the most cleaning. And when it isn't spotless, it clogs, sputters, or stops frothing altogether. That's not a defect, that's the design. The regret here isn't day 1. Day 1 is fun. It's month 6 when you're running your 200th cleaning cycle and realizing the zero effort machine quietly signed you up for more daily maintenance than the manual machines it was supposed to save you from. The rule? Automation you can't maintain isn't convenience, it's a countdown. And number 2 should come with a giant asterisk on the word espresso. Now I just wanted to take a quick pause right here before we get into the final 2 on this list. I make these lists so you don't waste money on the wrong gear or to help you find the right espresso machine for you. And for a small channel like mine, hitting the subscribe button helps more than you can imagine. So if you've liked the videos so far and you've found these helpful, please consider subscribing. Thank you, and now back to the video. Number 2. The IMUSA espresso maker, and honestly, every machine like it in the $30 to $50 range. Here's the thing nobody tells you at that price. These machines don't brew like pump espresso machines. IMUSA advertises 5 bars of pressure on its current 4-cup model, while modern espresso is commonly built around roughly 9 bars. That gap matters. It's not a small quality difference, it's a different kind of extraction. What comes out is strong, hot, steam-brewed coffee, usually bitter, with little real crema. Not the kind of shot people usually mean when they say pump machine espresso. And this is where the regret is almost guaranteed. You spend $40 to try espresso, decide you hate espresso, and quit, when what you actually tasted wasn't the thing you were judging. If $40 is the budget, you're generally better off with a $10 mocha pot that's honest about what it is. Which brings us to number 1. And this is the big one because unlike everything so far, this machine actually earns a lot of its praise. It's one of the most common first espresso machines beginners consider, and weirdly, that's exactly why it creates so much regret. Number 1. The DeLonghi Stilosa. Before the comments load, I know. It's around $100, It has a real 15 bar pump, and reviewers call it the best cheap espresso machine you can buy. And honestly, the Stilosa isn't a scam. It's probably the most defensible machine on this list. The problem is who buys it and why. Beginners buy it hoping to learn espresso, and this machine hides too much and teaches too little. The pressurized basket fakes crema and masks what your shot actually tastes like. The flimsy plastic tamper, the drip tray that barely fits a cup, the slow steam wand, all workable, but when something's off, the machine gives you almost no feedback and almost no way to fix it, which means it hides the exact skills espresso is supposed to teach you. So here's the regret. It's too limited to learn on and too basic to grow with, and a lot of people conclude, I guess I don't like espresso, when the honest conclusion was, this machine was never going to show me. If you're serious about espresso at all, saving a little longer for a genuine entry-level machine costs less than buying the Stilosa first and upgrading in 6 months. Buying twice is the most expensive way to save money. So that's the list. The style tax, the brand halo, the automation trap, the steam espresso trap, and the frustration machine. Notice none of these are bad products exactly. Every one of them is a mismatch between what the box promises and what you actually needed. That's what regret is. One last tip before you go. Whichever machine you do buy, never pay full price. Open box, refurbished, last year's model, there's a whole strategy to it, and that's a video coming soon. If you own one of these 5, defend it in the comments. I read every one, and honestly, I want to hear the other side. And if this saved you from a purchase you'd regret, subscribe, because next up is the flip side. The machine's actually worth your money.